Hello students, welcome to Anne's classes. Let's do understanding shapes. That is chapter 16. We are doing exercise 16A. Now this is on page number 188 and we are doing the first question, the multiple choice type. Choose the correct answer from the options given below. Now we are studying polygons and I'm sure all of you know what polygons are. They're all closed figures and they're closed and bounded by straight lines. So such figures are called polygons. So all closed figures bounded by line segments are called polygons. They will not intersect. Okay, so they're called polygons. So here we have a polygon. And polygons can have any number of sides. Okay, this polygon has 4 sides. And what we can see here marked as X, Y, Z and R. Now look carefully and see X is outside, isn't it? Now 65, 75 and 80 are all inside. Now outside, when this line is extended, you get the exterior angle X. Similarly, when this is produced, you get the exterior angle Y, then we have an exterior angle Z, and we have the exterior angle R. So here they're talking about all the exterior angles. Now there's one very important property of polygons, and this is the property. The sum of exterior angles of a polygon is always 360 degrees. So first thing you have to identify that here what we are talking about are the exterior angles, and then remember this property. So the sum of all exterior angles of a polygon is 360. So which is the correct option here? Option C is the correct option. Question 2. The angles of a quadrilateral are in the ratio 2:5:7:4. The largest angle is which of these? So which is the given ratio of the quadrilateral, the angles of the quadrilateral? The ratio is 2:5:7:4. So let the angles, now quadrilateral is a polygon which has 4 sides. That's why here the ratio also we have 4 here, 4 numbers here. So the angles, let the angles be 2x, 5x, 7x and 4x. So what did we do? Now this is the given ratio. We have taken the angles to be 2x, 5x, 7x and 4x according to this ratio. And we know the property, that is the sum of angles of a quadrilateral is equal to 360. That means if I add up all these angles, 2x plus 5x plus 7x plus 4x, I should get 360 degrees. So let me add this and see what I'm getting. Now here this is 2 plus 5, 7. 7 plus 7 is 14. 14 plus 4 is 18. So that is 18x is equal to 360 degrees. So now we can find the value of x. This is linear equation. So we say 360 degrees divided by 18 because I'm transposing this 18, which is multiplication. I'm transposing it to the right hand side. It has now become division. Now you can cancel. Now 18 ones are 18, 18 twos are 36 and the 0 20. So now we have found the value of x. X is equal to 20 degrees. Now remember here we said let the angles be 2x, 5x, 7x and 4x. So in the place of x, we are going to put 20. So the first angle is 2x, that is 2 into x and x is 20, that is 40 degrees. The second angle is 5x, that is 5 into x and x is 20 degrees. 5 into 20 is 100. Next angle is 7x, which is 7 into 20 degrees, which is 140 degrees. The next angle is 4x, which is 4 into x, which is 4 into 20 degrees. 4 into 20 is 80. Now look at all 4 angles here, 40 degrees, 100 degrees, 140 degrees and 80 degrees. And the question is the largest angle. Which is the largest angle here? The largest angle is 140 degrees. So in our answer, it is option C, 140 degrees. Question 3. In quadrilateral ABCD, angle A is given, angle B is given, angle D is given. Now the question is, the quadrilateral is which kind? Is it concave or convex or right angled, or is it none of these? Now first of all, what is a quadrilateral? It is a four-sided figure. So there are four sides, four angles, and now here three angles have been given. So one angle is missing. And we also know that the sum of angles, the interior angles of a quadrilateral, is equal to 360 degrees. That means if I add up angle A plus angle B plus angle C and angle D, I should get 360 degrees. Now here I have been given angle A. Let me substitute for angle A. Let me write 45 degrees. Angle B is given to us as 55 degrees. Angle C is not given, and that is what we are going to find out. And angle D is given to us 60 degrees. All this must equal 360 degrees. So what we are going to do now is we are going to add up these numbers that are already given to us. That is 45, 55 and 60. So let's add this up. 5 plus 5 is 10, carry 1. 4 plus 1 is 5, 5 plus 5 is 10, 10 plus 6 is 16, 160. So here we can write this as C, angle C. We're going to find out angle C, isn't it? We don't know, so let's write that first. Plus 160 degrees is equal to 360 degrees. So now we can find angle C. How can we do that? We can write 360 degrees minus 160 degrees. We are transposing this angle to the right hand side. That's why it's become minus. Now 360 minus 160. 0, 0, 2. 3 minus 1 is 2. So we have now found the value of angle C to be 200 degrees. Now, when do we say that a polygon is any shape that is closed and bounded by line segment? Quadrilateral is also a polygon. When do we say that a quadrilateral is concave? We say that it's concave when one of its angles is more than 180 degrees. So here we can see A is 45 less than 180, B is 55 less than 180, D is 60 less than 180, but we found angle C which is 200 degrees, which is more than 180. So this is a concave polygon or a concave quadrilateral. So our answer is option A. Now what is a convex polygon? In a convex polygon, all the angles will be less than 180 degrees. Okay, what is a right angled one? Where you have one angle equal to 90 degrees. So here the answer is concave. Question 4. In quadrilateral ABCD, angle D is 40 degrees, angle C is 80. Let's see that. Angle C is 80, angle D is 40 degrees. It's marked here. Now AP bisects angle A. Now look at that. AP. This is bisecting this angle. Bisecting means dividing it into two equal halves. So this line AP has bisected this angle A into two equal halves. Now BP, that is this line BP, this line segment BP has bisected angle B. Okay, so AP has bisected angle A and BP has bisected angle B. Now the question is angle APB. Which one is that? Angle APB is now equal to which of these is the question. Now we know that angle A plus angle B plus angle C plus angle D, all four angles, the sum is equal to 360 degrees. Now let's substitute. We don't know angle A, we don't know angle B, but we know the value of angle C. It's given to us in the question as 80 degrees. It's given to us, and angle D is also given to us 40 degrees. All this should be equal to 360 degrees. So now we can find the values of angle A and B. Angle A plus angle B plus, let's add up 80 plus 40. 80 plus 40 is 120 degrees. All this should be equal to 360 degrees. So now we can say angle A plus angle B is equal to 360 degrees minus 120 degrees. We have transposed this plus 120 to the right hand side, so it's become minus 120. So now let's write angle A plus angle B is equal to, how much is 360 minus 120? 0, 4, 3 minus 1 is 2. So that is 240 degrees. Now this is when you add up angle A and angle B, you get 240 degrees. So this is one full angle. This is also one full angle. Here we are talking about bisecting. That means we are dividing into two equal halves. So half of angle A plus half of angle B will be half of 240, isn't it? So let's write that. So this will be half of angle A. So I will write this as 1 by 2 of angle A half plus 1 by 2 of angle B is equal to 1 by 2 of means into 240 degrees. Now why did we take half? Because here we are saying it's bisecting. So bisecting means dividing it into half. So let's find this. So this is half of angle A plus half of angle B is equal to, now let's cancel here. I can cancel this. 2 ones are 2, 2 twos are 4 and the 0. So 120 degrees. So 120 degrees. Now let's leave this as equation 1. Now look carefully. Now AP, okay, is a bisector of this angle. Isn't it? BAD. It's a bisector of this angle. And it's also a bisector of ABC. So AP is a bisector of angle BAD and BP is a bisector of angle ABC. So this angle, half of angle A is angle PAB. So I can write this first equation as angle PAB. PAB, because we are talking about this portion here. So angle PAB plus I can write half angle B as angle PBA. Now this will be angle PBA. So I can write that as angle PBA. So both these will be equal to 120 degrees. This is my second equation. Now, did you understand how I got this, children? Now here, half of angle A is this portion alone, isn't it? It's not this portion of angle A. So this is angle PAB. And half of angle B is this portion alone, which is angle PAB. And since that is equal to 120, this is also equal to 120. This is our second equation. Now, the triangle APB, this whole thing is a triangle now, isn't it? This whole triangle, the sum of the interior angles of a triangle is equal to 180 degrees. That means if I say triangle APB, so I'm talking about the whole triangle, triangle APB will be equal to angle PAB, that is this one, angle PAB is this angle, plus angle PBA, which is this angle. This is angle PBA plus the third angle. Now, which is the third angle? The third angle is this one. Okay. At the point P, where I'm marking at the point P, this is the third angle. So that will be angle, let me write it down, plus angle APB. All this should be equal to 180 degrees because they are all the interior angles of this triangle APB. So triangle APB is equal to this angle plus this angle plus this angle, and all three interior angles should add up to 180 degrees. Now we already know angle PAB plus PBA. Look at this. PAB, PBA, these two. And we already know that it's equal to 120 degrees. So we can substitute for this and write 120 degrees plus angle APB, which we have been asked to find, should be equal to 180 degrees. So here what can I do? I can say angle APB is equal to 180 degrees minus 120 degrees. So angle APB is now equal to 180 minus 120, which is 60 degrees. So this is our answer, 60 degrees, and that is option D, 60 degrees. Question 5. The sum of interior angles of a polygon is 900 degrees. The number of sides of this polygon. So, we have been given the sum of the interior angles. We have to find the number of sides. Which of these is the answer? Now, this is the formula to find the interior angles of a polygon. This is the formula. Okay, the sum of the interior angles of a polygon is equal to, in brackets, n minus 2, where n stands for the number of sides. Number of sides minus 2 into 180. If you use this formula, you can find the interior angle, the sum of the interior angles of the polygon. Now in this question, this part is already given to us. We are asked to find n. So here let's do that. So sum is already given to us, and that is 900 degrees. So they're saying this is 900 degrees. We have to find the value of n. N minus 2 into 180 degrees. Now I'm going to interchange the sides of the equation just to make it easier for us. So I'm going to say n minus 2 into 180 degrees is equal to 900 degrees. It's the same thing. I've just interchanged the sides so that I can bring n to the left hand side when it's always easier. So now I'm going to find the value of this. So what I'm going to do is, now I'm going to solve for n. I'm going to find out the value of n. This is again a linear equation, so let's do it that way. So n minus 2 is equal to, on this side I'll write 900 degrees, and I'm transposing that 180 to the right hand side, and here it's multiplication. When it goes to the right hand side, it becomes division. So this becomes 180 degrees. Now let me cancel whatever I can. I can cancel the zeros. I can divide 90 by 18. 18 ones are 18, and 18 into 5 is 90. So here I have 5 by 1, or simply 5 degrees. So now I have found the value of n minus 2, which is 5 degrees. So now 5. It's 5 only. It's not 5 degrees because this gets cancelled. Okay. So here we have 5 only. So n minus 2 is 5. Now to find the value of n, I will say 5 plus 2. Because again, I'm transposing this minus 2 to the other side. It has become plus 2. So now I have found the value of n. N is 7. And what does n stand for? N stands for the number of sides. So how many sides are there for this polygon? There are 7 sides, and our option is option B, 7. Question 2. Calculate the sum of angles of a polygon with 10 sides. So now we are talking about a polygon with 10 sides. So what will the interior angle be? The sum of the interior angles of a polygon with 10 sides. Now you can apply this formula for polygons of any number of sides. Okay. So the sum of interior angles of a polygon, this is the formula, n minus 2 into 180, and n stands for sides. So here in the place of n, I can write 10. If the polygon has 20 sides, I can write 20. If the polygon has 6 sides, I can write 6. So wherever I have n, I'm going to write the number of sides, and then when we work this out, we can find the sum of the interior angles. So now let's work this out. So n minus 2, that is n is 10 in this case because it says 10 sides. 10 minus 2 into 180 degrees. 10 minus 2 is 8. Now we have to simply multiply 8 into 180. So 180 into 8, 8 zeros are 0, 8 8s are 64, carry 6. 8 ones are 8 plus 6 is 14. So what do we have? We have 1440 degrees. This is the sum of the interior angles of a polygon with 10 sides. Question 3. Find the number of sides in a polygon. Now we can easily find the number of sides in a polygon if the sum of its interior angles is given to us by applying the formula that we know. But here it says the sum of its interior angles is 16 right angles. Okay, so let's write down what is given to us first. So what's given to us? Sum of its interior angles is 16 right angles. Now let's find the value of this. 16 right angles means 16 into, how much is the value of a right angle? What is it? It's 90 degrees. 16 into 90 degrees. Why did we multiply by 90? Because a right angle, the value of it is 90 degrees. And here they're saying 16 right angles. That's why 16 into 90 degrees, you get 1440 degrees when you multiply this. So this is the sum of the interior angles. If we know the sum of interior angles, we can easily find the number of sides by applying this formula. So now that we know the sum of the interior angles of the polygon, let's write that. That is 1140 degrees. Now we can apply this formula n minus 2. And what does n stand for? It stands for the number of sides. Now n minus 2 into 180. So I'm moving this equation, the right hand side to the left. N minus 2 into 180 degrees is equal to 1440 degrees. Now I'm going to find the value of n minus 2 by writing this 1440 degrees divided by 180 degrees. Now how did I get 180? I moved this from the left hand side to the right hand side. Here it is multiplication, so when it moved it became division. Now I am going to divide and cancel. I can cancel these two. I can cancel 18 and 144 also. 18 ones are 18 and 18 into 8 is 144. That means n minus 2 is equal to 8 because 8 by 1 is 8. So to find the value of n, all I have to do is say 8 plus 2. 8 plus 2 is 10. That means the value of n is 10. So what have I found? I have found n. And what is n? N is the number of sides of the polygon. And the answer is 10 sides. So this polygon has 10 sides. Question 4. Is it possible to have a polygon whose sum of interior angles is 870 degrees? Is it possible to have a polygon like that? Okay, to find that out, we have to use this formula. That is the sum of interior angles of a polygon, which we already know. So what we're going to do is, let's take this as a sum of interior angles as given in the question. Okay, so I'm going to write 870 degrees here. And according to this formula, n minus 2 into 180 degrees. Now what we are going to do is we are going to find the number of sides. If the number of sides is a whole number, then we know that a polygon can have this as the sum of the interior angles. So we are going to find out the value of n. Again, if n is a whole number, then it's possible to have a polygon with the sum of interior angles as 870. So I'm going to move this to the left hand side. So now this is n minus 2 into 180 degrees is 870 degrees. We are going to try to find how many sides this has. So I'm going to leave n minus 2 the side. On the other side I have 870 and I'm going to transpose 180 degrees to the other side. Now I'm cancelling. Now I have 87 by 18. Now I have to divide it because it's not divisible otherwise. So let's see. So here I can say 18 into 4 is 72. Okay, and then we continue. 7 minus 2 is 5, 1. Now can you see this is going on? It's a mixed number. I can carry on with my division and make it a decimal number. 150. So I can say 18 into 8 is 144. Now this will continue. So what do I have here? I have this as n minus 2 is equal to 4.8. Let me leave it at 4.8. If I have to find the value of n, I will say 4.8 plus 2. That means n is equal to 4.8 plus 2 is 6.8. Can we have number of sides to be 6.8? We cannot have a side to be a decimal number. It has to be a whole number. That means it is not possible to have a polygon whose sum of interior angles is 870 degrees. So the answer here is no, it's not possible. Let's go to the second question of the same thing. So here also the question is it possible to have a polygon whose sum of interior angles is 2340? Again, we're going to use this formula and we're going to find out the number of sides. If the number of sides is a whole number, then the answer to this question is yes. So here sum of the interior angles is given to us. Let's write it 2340 and this is equal to n minus 2 into 180 degrees. I'm moving n minus 2 to the side. So n minus 2 into 180 degrees is equal to 2340 degrees. Okay, now we are going to find the value of n minus 2. This is 2340 degrees divided by 180 degrees, because I have transposed this 180 to the right hand side. Now I'm going to cancel what I can. I can cancel this and this. I can cancel 234 by 18. If I divide this by 18, I will get 13. That means 18 into 13 is equal to 234. Now let me continue. N minus 2 is equal to 13. Now I can find the value of n. N is equal to 13 plus 2. I have transposed this minus 2 to the right hand side. It has become plus 2. So now the value of n is 13 plus 2, which is 15. And this is a whole number. That means this polygon has 15 sides. So this answer is yes. It is possible to have a polygon whose sum of interior angles is 2340. Now how did we find that? We applied this formula and we found out the value of n. N is the number of sides. If that is a whole number, we can have 15 sides. We can't have 15.3, we can't have 15.4, isn't it? We can only have a whole number like this. So when the answer is a whole number, this is possible. So the answer here is yes. Let's go to the next one. So here also, is it possible to have a polygon whose sum of interior angles is 7 right angles? 7 right angles means 7 into 90 degrees, because each angle is 90 degrees. Now 7 into 90. 7 nines are 63 and the 0, so 630. So the question is it possible to have a polygon whose sum of interior angles is 630 degrees? So let's use this formula again. Remember, if n is a whole number, the answer to this is yes. So let's substitute. So this is sum of interior angles 630 degrees is equal to n minus 2 into 180 degrees. Now I'm interchanging the sides. So n minus 2, I'm putting it here. Remember, I'm doing this only for convenience sake. You can have it on the right hand side if you are comfortable with that. Okay, so 630 degrees. Now we're going to find the value of n minus 2. How are we doing it? We're taking 630 degrees and dividing this by 180 degrees. Now 180 is here. It's multiplication, but I took it to the other side, so it's become division. Now here let me cancel. I can cancel this 0 and this 0. Now I can cancel 63 and 18 by 9, isn't it? 9 sevens are 63, 9 twos are 18. So this is 7 by 2. Now let's divide this. 2 threes are 6 minus 1. I can continue my division by making it a decimal number. 0 2 5s are 10 minus, okay, now itself you can make out that it is not going to be possible. Okay, so this is n minus 2 is equal to 3.5. So if we have to find the value of n, we will say 3.5 plus 2. That is, n is equal to 5.5. Can you have sides like this? Can you have 5.5 sides? You cannot have 5.5 sides. Remember, I said this should be a whole number. If this is a whole number, then you can have a polygon whose sum of interior angles is 7 right angles. Now here, since you cannot have, the answer is no. So let's write the answer no. And this is the final answer. It cannot have, a polygon cannot have the sum of its interior angles as 630 degrees. So children, will stop with this for now. In our next video, we will continue with the remaining questions. Thank you, children.